Hello, and thanks for joining me over the next 5 minutes as I share this introductory overview of our recently initiated Eco project. My name is Brian McConnell, and I produced this video to help convey what others like myself see as a momentous shift in paradigm from that of Game A to a contrastingly new narrative we call Game B. Similarly to the Southwest Virginia Regenerative project owes its multi-platform inception to TransitionNetwork.org, the Donut Economics Action Lab, and the Wellbeing Economy Alliance. And in this way represents a learning-based inquiry adopting regenerative theory and practice amongst a coalition of perhaps 200 or fewer stakeholder participants, facilitating adaptive change effectively impacting the region's overall health and well-being. Similarly, and as systems theorist Fritjof Capra has asserted, the coronavirus is essentially a biological response of Gaia to the ecological and social emergency humanity has brought upon itself. Thus, and in this same context, he subsequently asks, will we shift from undifferentiated extractive economic growth to regenerative qualitative growth? And this in turn serves as the project's central design challenge to envision the means by which we redirect the region's future trajectory to one of regenerative qualitative health and well-being for all. Yet, merely posing a transformation of this magnitude is an unsettling prospect for those vested in what Sheldon Wolin termed inverted totalitarianism, a form of managed democracy or de facto autocracy. Nevertheless, and for centuries now, Game A's capitalist, market-driven operating systems have calculatingly monetized and subsequently annexed qualitative value in the form of corporate profit and wealth. Tragically, though, this rampant globalization has spawned a societal divide pitting us against them across delineations of race, gender, and age, while perpetuating a fatalistic inequity between elitist haves and an unwieldy multitude of marginalized have-nots. It's for this reason, however, Ecoregion.org so adamantly embraces Kate Raworth's revolutionary model to supplant this wickedly status and predatory dominion. Thus, and to paraphrase her own words, this will mean ditching an outdated neoliberal script in favor of a new economic story fit for the 21st century, one putting the economy in service to life. For this reason, and to assure a safe and just operating space, the donut economic model is comprised of two sets of indicators. The first of these are social foundations, inspired by the aims of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which include food, education, housing, peace, and justice, among others. While the second is comprised of 9 ecological ceilings, including climate change, ocean acidification, and nitrogen and phosphorus loading, which demarcate a set of interrelated planetary boundaries. Furthermore, and because designing regenerative cultures entails going beyond gross domestic product and sustainability as wholly sufficient objectives, adopting new measures of happiness and health within a well-being economy is a practical necessity. Also, and where Governor Northam acknowledged an increase in food insecurity rates amid the pandemic, with an estimated 445,000 Virginians experiencing hunger, altering the causal relationship between poverty and food deserts is of utmost priority. Similarly, enacting an integral learning interface capable of vitalizing traditional, mainstream, and progressive value systems will afford regional participants an especially useful framework to better inform and shape life choices. And lastly, where the loss of schools, libraries, and even civic councils constitutes a mass debilitation without peacetime precedent, and because this is so plainly evidenced by government's failure to stem such wide-scale collapse, it's our shared intent to re-democratize as a community for the express purpose of reinstating relative command over our destiny. Thank you for your time and interest.